Is there any one thing for which you'd be willing to give up everything else? If so, what is it? Join me today as I discuss the pearl of great price. It is a part of my series, Ephemeral Perception. I'm Beverly Claridge. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already had a good look at Pearl of Great Price, I invite you to stop now and then go on over to beverlyclaridge.com and have a look. It would be interesting to see what you see in the work, and then to compare it to the aspirations I had while creating the work. Towards the end of the video, I will share with you the overall theme I had in mind as I worked on the piece. Do let me know in the comments the themes that you sense are in the work. If you'd enjoy more videos like this, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Limited edition prints are available on beverlyclaridge.com. A young man sits on a chair beholding the pearl of great price. The pearl is a New Zealand-centric globe. The model is a friend of my son, who is helping by holding the light so I could create this reference photo. For the backdrop, I was inspired by this image of a Dorian Gray type galaxy. Even though it looks youthful, research suggests it may be an adult. You can learn more about this image by clicking the link in the description below. This image was released in October 2007, just as I was beginning to plot and plan this work. I finished the work, which measures 1,000 millimeters by 800 millimeters, in 2009. All of the lines of perspective in this painting point to the head of the man, which is centered in the brightest part of the galactic image, suggesting a halo. My aim was to create a religious icon effect. The wallpaper is adorned with symbols representing New Zealand's nuclear-free stance on energy and weapons. A poster depicting Tombstones on Bolton Street by Rita Angus, who was a leading 20th century New Zealand artist, hangs tenuously on the wall next to a door being closed by Wisdom. Wisdom, smiling, is represented by the late Jeanette Fitzsimons, a co-leader of the New Zealand Greens Party. Elsewhere is a stripped-down kitchen bench, an open can of Wattie's baked beans, which is an all-purpose Kiwi pantry favorite, is left on top of the single-element cooktop. You can see where the stove once stood. As an American living in a different country, one of the little things I was fascinated by was the higher placement of power points and light switches. Traditionally, in New Zealand, the doorknobs are at the same height. I decided that a lower placement would be the nod to my American roots. Besides, I felt the lower placed doorknob made a better composition. Spilling out of the sink is a blue cod, the highly prized star of Kiwi fish and chip takeaways. Fish and chip takeaways are the king of fast food in New Zealand. On the floor, commonly tethered by a red stringer, is the garfish, or in te reo, takaki or ihi, depending on the species in the different waters off New Zealand shores. Some consider it useful only as bait. Others prize the fish as a delicacy. Nearby, next to the young man, is a tui, a nectar-feeding bird. It attempts to eat the seed of the pahutakawa, popularly known here as the New Zealand Christmas tree. Behind the bird and the man lies a bill of sale, tossed aside. In the background is a simple bed made of blankets and a pillow. A few clothes lie in the cardboard box. The Formica table is patterned with the emblem of the New Zealand GE-free movement from 2009, which I'm pretty sure represents the desire of most Kiwis, even now. A candle offers extra light. Salt spills onto the table and presumably onto the floor. A grapevine, symbolic of the emerging New Zealand wine industry, climbs up the table leg. Pruning shears lie on the floor. Just as pruning the vine makes for a healthier plant, giving a better harvest, perhaps pruning had to take place in the life of the young man. There is a story of a businessman who traveled the world searching for the most beautiful possessions money could buy. The more beautiful the object, the more he coveted it. On one epic voyage, he discovered the most exquisite pearl. He found natural pearls particularly alluring. He considered it intriguing that something as enigmatic and lustrous as a superb pearl could come from the lowly oyster. He desired nothing more than to possess the pearl. But to purchase this one pearl of great price, he'd have to sell everything he owned, even his highly prized collection of beautiful rarities for which he had spent a lifetime and all of his life savings acquiring. Nonetheless, his desire to possess the pearl of great price was greater than all of his other wants and needs. When I painted this work over 10 years ago, I was keenly aware that Kiwis revered the beauty of the land of New Zealand, and they were committed, without question, to taking care of the land. I could not have predicted 10 years ago the conversation we'd be having in 2020 throughout the world regarding the care of our planet. I hope you enjoyed the tour, A Pearl of Great Price. Let me know of your thoughts of the tour in the comments below. Join me next time for the tour of Through a Glass Darkly. Prints of Pearl of Great Price are available for purchase from my online store on beverlyclaridge.com. The link is in the description below. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. You can see more of my artwork on the all-new beverlyclaridge.com. Subscribe to my newsletter to be the first to know what's on my easel. The details to join are in the description below. Join me on Facebook. And join my private and encouraging Charles Bark drawing group. And follow me on Instagram. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.